Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I usually don't do any preparations of painting or anything that I need to use paint, because most of my handcrafting hours is nighttime after my daughter go to sleep. But today she's in daycare and I'm able to do some messy stuff before she come back. So I'm going to show you fun way to use books that you don't like. You know, there's a lot of books that you can't use the image and there's nothing interest of the wording, but the paper is actually good quality. And you know that all the old books, some of them has really good quality. So I'm going to show you how to use that. I also have, books with papers, with like a copy paper weight. I have a lot of workbooks recently from my daughters. Once she finished the big workbook, I don't know what I should use of that. I can't use the image. I probably can cut out something, but yeah, basically I don't know what to do with them until I came up with an idea recently to use them every pages. So stay tuned. Okay, and I also, as some of you may know, I ran a little free library in front of my house. Sometimes I will got books donated by other people, but after I put that in for a month or two, it just no one picked it up. Like this medical family medication book. So I don't want to put them in the bins. I'm sure you have books with similar situation that is big. You don't want to go to landfill, but you don't know what to do with that. So yeah, the first use of big books like that, especially image and text that I 100% I won't use, and the paper is not particularly heavy. So like this one, I use it as flower press. You don't really need to buy flower press. You can use old book to do that. These flowers, some are from my garden, some I picked on the roadside, and then I just put that in. See, I put them in and the paper will wrinkle a little bit. It will absorb the moisture, and it became a very good paper like that. So yeah, this is one use. And I'm going to show you another use involves using paint and some other tool. Assume that you don't have many fancy tools like die cut, stamps, paper punch. You can use very little things to make a great effect. And there's a lot of paints from my daughter's crafting activity. I get all these paints from marketplace for free. You can find a lot of free material and you can put them into great use. And what you need, if you don't have paint brush, then you can use material like very thick cardboards like that from packaging, clothes label. Yeah. Let's see. The tape the book. I usually will use the first 2-3 pages because it have some nice color blank area, but after that then I will either cover it or cut it or whatever. You don't need expensive paint, just get whatever you like. And sometimes I do this while my daughter do the painting. I will give her stuff to paint, and then I will tidy out and use her leftover paints to, you know, do my preparations. So there are, because I don't have time for myself, and I can only squeeze time here and there and just pretend that I'm engaging with her paint. Yeah, that's cheeky mommy. So you can see it pretty much cover most of stuff. It doesn't need to be perfect because you will put more layering. You don't even need to be precise. The beauty of this paper stuff is after you're using it, you can just throw it away. There's no mess, no washing. Let me tell you, I used to paint and drawing a lot before I have my daughter, and I really hate washing the brush. It wastes a lot of paper. It wastes a lot of water. It's messy. I don't like the paint on my hands. I just don't enjoy it. So basically I do a few pages. I do it just one side because usually the back I cover it. You can choose whatever color you like. Even mixing up the colors doesn't matter. It will make things more interesting. So you will see I have one single color at a time. So after the color dry, then you can add another layers. Yeah, just try not to mix too much color at the same time. You know, whatever color that mix at the end, it will become brown. Because my daughter loves mixing colors, and straight away they became brown. So yeah, just try not to mix them at the same time. Oh, I love this pink. What's it called? Ash pink. It's really cute. Look at that, you know. The previous paints mixed with the paint that you're working on, and you have interesting texture and color. So don't be too intentional. Just relax and let the color do its thing. I try not. I nowadays I really avoid doing things that with a lot of attentions. Not that I don't enjoy that. It's just my current life doesn't allows me to focus on my stuff in the same time for a long time, because my daughter will interrupt me anytime. Oops, I have that on my finger. I don't like it. So I have to drop any time that she come to my room. The purpose of doing craft, whatever craft that I'm doing, is to practice my creativity and relax at the same time. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. I still think that my priority should go to my family and my children. Not children, child. So I like to combine crafting. Oh, let's go. Crafting with my daughter. So like painting, I would do this with her, but I just can't make things my own way if I do activities with her. And now is me time, and I really enjoyed it. She don't know what I'm doing. See? All these colors will just give you a surprise. You don't really need to arrange that. Just go with the flow. Even bright color like that can give you a surprise. I know a lot of people doing journal crafting stuff. They really like to achieve the effects of vintaging, you know, a bit old and aging. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also know that there will be people like me that love colors. I really love color. That's why I don't avoid using magazine and color papers. I love to see how the color evolves and mixing together. But I do like the coffee and tea dye, you know. But there's no rules. I would say there's no rules of doing your craft. Just do whatever you like. You can see the way that I apply paints. It's not that messy, and there's a little bit paint on my finger, which is fine, but it's not on the table or anything. I'm not doing spray. Oh, purple. I can only work on the book itself, and the scraping doesn't make too much mess. If I use brush, then usually it will go really messy, because if I put that on the table and I'm not careful, then it will just everywhere. Oh, look at that. And I try to do this like spread all the paints on the paper. You can see I put all the dark colors, bright colors first, because I will put like, you know, more decorations at the end, and you will see how they became. I don't know what it will become actually, because I haven't tried this way. I only try using the brush when I clean up with my daughter. But I have feeling that this is a great. It will come out great. Okay. I'm sure I have some sparkling. Yes, sparkling silver colors. And what else I have? There's not much choice. After all, I got all this paint for free. So whatever colors come into my way, then I use it. Ooh, Look at that. I feel like I'm working as a handyman, applying the paint on the wall, etc. Oh, this is really dark. I don't know how it will become. Ooh. I actually have a lot of brown, black, because children doesn't like dark colors. What's this? Green one. Ooh. I don't know what I should think of this green. See, you don't need fancy too. This packaging work like charm. When I see tutorial on Facebook or YouTube, I always surprised to find out that people have so many supplies, so many material, and I know we can easily buy things, even for cheap. But it's my own preference that not buying too many things, because the space problem, and also I think there's a lot of stuff that I can just make it without purchasing, like sticker. I can't see why I should buy stickers. It's plastic, it's shiny. You know, people avoid using magazine because it's shiny, but the sticker is shiny, and when it's getting stick on a book, and then after a while the glue doesn't work and it will come off. That's why I don't like sticker, and it create pollutions. We have enough of plastic, so I don't like adding more plastic to this planet. When I use glue and paper, kind of like they still can be recycled and or adding in the compost if the glue is not toxic. But with plastic, you can't recycle the sticker, and even you apply the sticker to your paper and then you want to recycle the paper, it will pollute your recycle bin, and the whole things will go to landfill. That's what I learned recently from my council. from the waste educational programs. So the plastic will pollute your paper. So that's why I usually don't add a lot of plastic to my junk journal, because I'm afraid that it will make the recycle things worse. I know I can sew the plastic as bag, pouch into a journal, make a lot of decoration from plastic, but I just don't like doing that. The plastic make me a bit of worry, I would say. My household had become almost plastic free. I don't use plastic bag. I go shopping with my fiber bag, and I buy things from zero waste shop, and I try not to buy new things because too many packaging, but I usually buy like couple times a year of household stuff and crafty stuff from Kmart, Amazon's, you know, all these shops, and it come with a lot of packaging material, some paper, some plastic, but there are lots. Those shops love to use more packaging to protect your stuff, so your stuff won't come broken, and then you make an excuse for you to return it. But too many plastic. You don't need to do the whole books together, like one at once. You can just do a few, use the pages, and come back and do more. That's what I'm going to do. I will go back to the first page. Even mistake doesn't matter. Sometimes even tearing the books, tearing the paints, will create lovely texture, as long as it don't broke. But if you don't like them stick together, probably just be careful when you close the pages, or try to tear them out before it completely dry. But I don't really care, because at the end you will see they became one. Oh, this one is really bad. Oh, I caught a hole in there. I'm pretty ruthless. But that's what I like. I like to do things without fear. I don't afraid of tearing it, break it, or make mistake. I think that's where the fun is. Some people are really careful. They always trying to find the correct way, the best way of doing things, and it takes the joys away, because sometimes you just need to be ruthless to get a bolder supplies. I'm never afraid of tearing books, even when I'm very young. You know, all the textbook, some children are very scared of that, and you know, put the book cover and try not to get it dirty, and carefully write all the the nose on the edges, I'm not. I draw and I paint and doodling on my textbook. Of course, I will put notes. Once I finish the semester, I just tear them up. Sometimes I burn them. I just love doing this. Don't ask me why. But I do keep the books that I like and the books that I keep, because I'm sure that I will reread it. So now you can see I apply lighter paint on top of the brighter paint because it will melt the whole thing down and create a bit of layers. I would say the white and black paint and some lighter cream, silver paints are the best for this kind of projects because it can meld the colors and you can even create writing spots. See, the stuff that are the tears can be easily mended with more paint. You can apply and layering whatever color that you like and see how it became. There's no right and wrong, as I say. Just be bold and go for it. Yeah, if you don't want it to stick, just try to put it out from time to time. I really love this silver. It creates a bit of metallic shine, see? Okay. You can adjust the paint, the amount of paint that you put that in with the angle of the cardboard. See, if you want more paint, then you will layer in this more flat to cover the words and image you like. If you want it pink, just be more vertical, so you can be very manipulate the tools that you like. I truly believe that crafting or any hobbies that shouldn't be too costly. I think I mentioned that before. Then you can use everyday stuff to create. Because at the end of the day, I know people will sell their craft, the creations, but at the end of the day, you do the crafting because it brings you joy. It's like doing exercise. Is joy. There's a benefit to your physical body. The craft bring you benefits of your soul and mind. Even you don't sell it, you gain a lot of benefit from doing it. So I think we should aim for the process, and but not too much on the outcome. Yeah, making pretty thing is satisfying, but it's not the only goal. It's not the only reason that we make craft. Craft is like dancing that you work with a refrain, like moving your body without too much intentions, and you just feel the joy. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Use this one. And using up the craft supply quite satisfying, because you don't want too many things in your household. Sometimes it's too overwhelming, especially for people who doesn't look that like me, that doesn't like too many stuff. I have to say that I very minimalism even in creating. I won't buy things if one tool can do multiple functions. Maybe I'll add a bit of yellow. I do like the combination of yellow and green. It makes me think of springtime. It actually is springtime in Sydney. Very windy today, but most of the time is quite nice, cool, sunny, and it's just perfect for walking and bushwalk. If the weather is good, I usually go out to do running and walking, and I won't stay in the house doing craft like this. But today is super windy, and I don't feel that I should go out. So I do a bit of weightlifting. I dance a bit. I do a lot of physical exercise at home or outside, because I believe you do need a strong bodies to be crafting. People like me that love sewing and crafting usually have problem of chronic pain, because there's a lot of pressures on the neck and the back. But I rarely have that kind of problem. Not because I'm young. I'm at my 40s something. It's because I spend time taking care of myself, and when I do computer work, I stand to type. I almost standing a lot to do my work and to do sewing. I don't like to sit down, and I don't have a couch, so I don't sit on the couch. I don't watch TV. I don't use my phone a lot. I use my mobile phone to take video, chat with my family, and occasionally looking at Facebook, and that's it. I don't spend too much time on it. Even when I crafting, I don't watch or listen things. I just love the quietness. So a lot of time, even when I'm crafting, I love to stand. When I'm doing this paint work, at this time, at the moment, I'm standing. So there's a lot of standing, minimum of sitting that helps your back to release the stress. And you can also do a lot of exercise. It doesn't need to be very, very intense. Some stretching, yoga, or just moving your body with music, or just walking a few rounds in your house can help you to reduce the chronic pain. Because if your bodies maintain one position for a long time, it will usually have pains. But if you move from time to time, you get your body change position, then it's okay. Then your body won't be too stiff, or the goal is to take care of your body while you're taking your mind doing craft. You still need to think about your body. Your body is like a machine. If you don't take care of it, then one day your machine won't run and you can't do anything. And it's never too late to change your life, to be more active. See the whites? It really melts things down, even things that colorful. Immediately it transform the whole thing. Okay, I think that we almost come to the end. So a little bit more. I don't like wasting things, so that's why I like to squeeze the paint directly to the page, not using the other stuff, so I won't waste any of the paint. So whatever paints that can just go directly into the pages, which is good. Look at that. Look at that. It's a bit stiff, but it's okay. Okay, let me just do this from the back. So you see here. It almost covers the wording, the text, and that's okay. See, even when sticking to the pages, it creates a lovely texture. So never afraid of doing things wrong. Okay. Oh, look at that. This one is really sticky. Some of the paint is more sticky than the other one. Ooh. So that's why it's a good idea to work on a few pages at a time. So if you work on the whole books, it might be more difficult to separate them. So choose whatever works fine for you. And that's why we don't paint double sides, because one side is a bit messier than the other side. The reason I do this is when I do collage, I don't like to use white paper because the things you put that in is too awkward. So if you add a bit of colors, if you collage on paper like that, it will look better. Okay, so the painting stage is done, and let's move to the other stage. I'll probably put it here. I like to use it. I think I can use it for a few more times. Okay. So what should I do now? Is to find the black. The black. You just need a little bit of black, and I'll show you. Okay, you can use different things to experiment. I'm going to spread this out a little bit. It's really thick. Okay, let's try. I don't know how it will look like, but I have feeling that it will be quite fun. Look at that. It's not that bad, isn't it? Okay. What about vertical? How about circle? See? You can use toilet rolls or or any leaves, anything that is wrong, to break the boundary. That. You don't even need to spend a lot of time thinking about it, just randomly. Or off the edge. You can even use different size of the leaf. So you can see there's no thinking, just do things randomly. Which is I really like the not thinking parts. Sometimes you just need to go for it, enjoy the process without putting too much thought about it. If you, every pieces you create, you have to think, and it takes 30 minutes, then you can't create anything. I believe the value is in emotions. You have to act, you have to do things instead of like having that in your mind. Playing thing in your mind, planning and worrying. Oh yeah, we come to the end. So that is all about. And I'm going to add this with here and there. You can use this technique creating masterboard or anything that needs a background. The beauty of it is it needs very little of tools and material, and you can oops, I think I screwed the phone. Sorry, it dropped. Is it working now? Kind of. Okay. I think I'm standing too hard, so the phone dropped. Is it working? Yes. Okay, I'll be more gentle. Okay, this part is done. Okay, we come to the final stage. This is optional. You can keep using the daily stuff to do a bit more stamping, but I happen to have some of the stamp that I rarely use that. You know, when I do crafting, I just don't want to make the mess in my bedroom. So today I'm going to use the stamp. Otherwise I would just never have chance to use that. And I have this cheap ink pad for my daughter. She make a really mess. I think this is for the finger paint. It's such a mess, but I'm going to use that anyway. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I don't know. I probably should start from the back. The last one. Ooh. Ooh. This is a stamp that I really like. It's the simplest one, but you know, all these dotting are really effective. I just need a few dots here and there. How about this one? Oh, nice. No, the idea is like that. Then there's no right and wrong. There's some playing. Even the results look a bit busy, but that's fine because at the end you're most likely to cut them up as a collage. So even if it's not very pretty, it will be pretty at the end. You can even use the ink pads like that. See? Oh, actually, it's not that bad. It looks much better. So maybe like that. Wow, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Oh. Look at this one. Wow, look at that. See? I'm gonna do this. Oh, I originally want to throw this out because this impact is useless, but now I find it actually quite a good tool for this project. Look, let's try this and that. Wow, not that bad, isn't it? About put a bit dog here and there. I really like these pages. I'll just leave it as it is. Just add a bit drop here and there. Okay, so we're pretty much done. I hope this long process won't make you feel boring. It did look boring to some people, I guess. But here I just want to show you the process that I make it. I will use that in the future projects, so now I just let it dry. Even it doesn't look pretty at this moment, it will become something beautiful in the future that you will see. The idea is to create a background or collage colorful pieces for future use. Because it's in the book, you can cut it, edit it whenever you like. So I will keep this in the book. So if I want to make more of it, I will come back, use the other pages, and once it's dry, I can start using it. See, even it is thick and it have things like that, it doesn't matter. It will add more texture. You want that? Nice. Nice. They have different color scheme, different patterns for you to use. So actually you don't really need to buy fancy paper, fancy tool, stickers, that kind of things. Not saying that they're not interesting. It will make your work to next level, no doubts. But one, they are not cheap. Two, they might not necessary. If you buy more stuff and not using it, and you will most likely forget about it when you get it to 70, 80, or some day that you suddenly lost interest of making any of the craft, then you have to spend a lot of time and efforts to get rid of them, and you will find that not many people will buy your stuff. You can't sell them at the original prices. Anything that once bought, then the value decrease, regardless whether you use it or not. So have to think about it when you start purchasing stuff, and really buy the stuff that you will use and you will like. So I'm going to share with you the last use of book pages that you don't find any use is to get rid of the stem. You really need to get rid of the paint as much as you can. Otherwise, if you put it in a box, then it will just everywhere. Make sure everything off. When you buy the ink pack, I suggest you buy the better quality one. There's a lot of cheap ink pack for children. Those ink packs are usually water based and it's quite thin. And it will run out pretty quick. So that's pretty useless. It's just waste of money. I rescue them into my impads, not for doing proper stamp, but for this purpose. You know, when you have dry impact or any sponge impacts like that, you can put in you know, those fountain pens in whatever pin that you have. Just put it in, give a bit squeeze and patting, and it can be the impact or, you know, mixing things, so it won't be a waste. So yeah, so that's, you can use as a glue book and cleaning pads. So after you done all this, you feel comfortable to get rid of it. Otherwise, it will just, yeah, plain rubbish. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this process tutorial, and I hope you can create something fun. So I will see you next time. Bye.